Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today, Zach and Kelsey Tulley. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we got some exciting stuff to talk about. 5th and Park events. Now, I have looked this up multiple times because it's such a cool place, and I love the name.
Thank you.
It sounds very New York-esque.
Yes.
How'd you come up with it?
That was definitely the vibe that we were going for, just something very classy, very simple. And, you know, we're on 5th Street and we're across from the park, so 5th and Park was it.
It fits.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, talking 5th Street, the building that you're in is probably going to be most recognizable by people who used to visit what?
Irene's Cabaret.
Irene's Cabaret.
Yes.
It has a very distinct entrance, a very distinct feel, I think, when you walk in. So 5th and Park is an event venue.
Yes.
Correct? I want to make sure that I state that up front, that we talk about that up front. But it has such a unique charm with very unique qualities in that when you walk in, I think you might recognize it as Irene's, but it's got you've made some changes. Tell me about it.
Yeah. Well, one of the biggest things is like when we started going in and looking at different changes we wanted to make, there's so much character to that building that we just discovered as we went, and we really wanted to showcase that and how beautiful the building really is.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you know, when I show people the building for events, they always talk about Irene's Cabaret and just how much fun they had. And we want to extend that. We want people to continue to have a great time using the space.
Yeah.
And it's so versatile. It can be used for so many different things. So we're just very excited for that.
It's very exciting. I love the look and feel. And like you said, when you walk in, I mean, I had many a nights at Irene's Cabaret.
We love that.
It really does. I mean, it brings back such great memories. So for people to walk in and have kind of that nostalgia, but also see the venue for what it is, and that is just a very cool space to hold all kinds of different events, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, you have a couple different spaces within the building, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the 2 different spaces.
Do you want to talk about the speakeasy?
Yeah, so the speakeasy, it's the upstairs space. The capacity of that's 50 people.
Okay.
So we call it a speakeasy because it kind of gives that vibe. There's a separate entrance from the front. You walk up the stairs and kind of down a hallway.
Cool.
It kind of gives you that kind of secretive speakeasy vibe.
Yeah.
And then downstairs is the mill, and that's what people probably know the building as. The capacity is 175 for that.
Okay.
And there's a lot of things that are original to the building there. We've done a few changes as well, but you know, there's a dance floor, DJ equipment in the back, there's a bar in the middle, and then kind of an open area in the front. You get tables and chairs and things like that. So
Yeah, very cool space.
Yeah.
So I was looking at pictures. If you haven't checked it out, please go to the Facebook page that they can find by 5th and Park, right? You just go to 5th and Park events on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. Go check out the pictures. It's just super cool. And the fact that you have 2 distinct spaces allows people of different, if they have different size of parties, you don't have to rent the whole space, but you can.
Exactly. Yes, you can. So we've had a lot of people with weddings do both, because upstairs in the speakeasy, there's this really cool bar, and we are also working on a bridal suite up there as well. So
cool.
for people to be getting ready. So we'll have that done in a couple months.
Okay.
And we call it the bridal suite, but you can get ready for any event that you want up there. We're gonna have a really, really beautiful space to lounge and get ready, lots of mirrors, great lighting. And when people are looking at it for weddings, they're wanting that. It's kind of, I think of it as like a bride and groom type of suite you could do for that. Like you could have your bride and your bridesmaids in the bridal suite, the event suite, and then you can have your groomsmen out in that bar area. It's just a really great, cool vibe. Somewhere to get ready for your event, and then you can kind of come downstairs and bring that into the mill if you wanted to do the full event with the upstairs and downstairs, the speakeasy and the mill.
Yeah, and you don't have to rent them together. I want to make sure that we make that clear, because if you, let's say you have, because you mentioned weddings, but let's say you have like a shower or maybe even a birthday party, you can rent just the speakeasy, you can rent just the mill, or you can rent it all together.
Yeah.
Now, capacity-wise, all together, so you said it's like 225 and then 50, so yeah, right? Like or 225 total, is that right? Okay, 225
if you did both
total.
spaces,
yes. That's a pretty big space for really whatever you're hosting.
Yeah.
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 Let's talk Food, bar. You mentioned a bar. Do people bring in their own food? Do you offer any catering? What's that look like?
So
I would say the best way to describe that is our approach to this is we want to be the space that people can do whatever they want to do.
Okay.
We don't have any regulations. We don't have any specific rules on our end. As long as people are following the city ordinances, state laws, they can do whatever they want. And that's kind of how we want to advertise that. We're kind of unique in that sense, that we don't require anything specific with that.
Now, but you do offer the bar. Do they bring in their own alcohol, or what does that look like?
So basically, what they would have to do is talk to the city, is make sure they get the proper permitting for that, and contract out a third party to come in and serve the alcohol during that event.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
So we're not actually, serving the alcohol, but they can, if it's a public event, they would need to contract somebody. If it's a private event that's closed doors, then they'd be able to bring their own food and drinks in there.
Very cool. I like that.
we just love the freedom of like we give you the space, do what you want with it.
Yeah, make it your own.
Yep.
I love that. For any type of party and future plans to expand, we won't go too much into it because we want to leave some to a surprise, right?
Yes,
But you have
yes.
plans for this building.
Really exciting plans.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of the things we do want to do is we're going to eventually have a short-term rental upstairs. People could use that to stay there during an event or after an event. And maybe even if you're not using the event space, it's kind of a cool space, cool area.
Yeah.
It kind of overlooks Washington Park there, so we're really excited about that as well.
Yeah, really gorgeous views up there.
I was going to say, what a great location
Yes.
for a venue. Very, very cool. So now if people want more information, they want to see pictures, obviously we mentioned the Facebook page, but if they want to check dates, I mean, we can talk about pricing, but I know that it's going to vary significantly based on dates, right? We were talking about.
Yeah. So pricing, the best thing to do is just message the Facebook page right on Facebook.
Okay.
And I'll get back to you guys or whoever reaches out with the pricing brochure, which really breaks everything down. But it depends on the day of the week. It depends on how many hours. Our packages vary, but we're talking anywhere, depending on the space, from $50 an hour up to, if you want to rent the entire space, so with the speakeasy and the mill for an entire Saturday, we're looking at less than $2,000.
Wow. Yeah, that's incredible. So again, something for everyone, something for every event. Fifth and Park events. I can't wait I'm going to have to come. I just want to come check it out now. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, I want to come. I just want to come see it. I want to feel that nostalgia. I want to, make plans for my next event.
Yeah.
Now, anything else we want to talk about before we sign off?
I just think we're just super excited to be a part of, revitalizing downtown Quincy. That's really important to us. And then just being a part of this community as far as, we're going to be helping out the farmers market, and they're going to be hosting some things, getting ready for their season. So we're just very excited to be a part of Quincy and really bring back some shine to the downtown area.
I love it. Yes, I love it. Well, good luck, and again, can't wait to see it. Thank you both so much for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely, absolutely. I look forward to coming to check it out.
Yeah, we'd
All
love to have you.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
All right, coming up next, I sit down with D.O.B. and we talk love scams. Don't fall for them. Coming up.
Utopia is now open every day from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. and till 1 a.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Chill out with a craft cocktail or an ice-cold beer. And Utopia's got the latest gaming machines with big jackpots ready for you to win. Need the perfect spot for your next celebration? Utopia features a beautiful event venue, available now for parties, reunions, and private events. So come see what all the buzz is about. The drinks are cold, the space is hot, and Utopia is ready for you.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday.
Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome to Cedar Club, Quincy's favorite local bar. A friendly corner bar with a laid-back atmosphere and affordable drinks. It's the perfect spot for a great time. With entertainment galore, including shuffleboard, golden tea, pool, foosball, and winning gaming machines. Cedar Club's latest edition is the best spot to catch your favorite game. Great drinks, great friends, and great times. Cedar Club, 20th and Cedar in Quincy.
Welcome out to Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer and it feels so right. I'll meet you out on Broadway underneath Shamrock Light. We're gonna have a good time on the patio tonight. There's a party down at Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer on a champagne night. We're feeling all alone and you got no place to go. So come down here and drink a beer on Kelly's patio.
And welcome back. Joining me now, my pal D.O.B. Don O'Brien with the Better Business Bureau. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm happy because the weather's warmer.
It's beautiful.
We're faux springing it right now.
It's beautiful. It's lovely. It's all of the abovely, and it is love season.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good intro.
Hey, which is all. It all should be a wonderful time full of celebration and gifts and appreciation and love.
It is for a lot of people.
Yeah. Sometimes you get those A-wongs out there that try to do the opposite of love, right?
Yeah, this is the time of year where we remind people that there are romance scammers lurking out there, more than likely on social media or in those dating sites. Now, I've been married for 31 years and have never been on a dating site.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about that.
No, so I don't know. I know what the Facebook aspect of this is, but I've seen that.
Yeah.
With my own eyes, with people who I'm like, okay, that's a fake profile. I mean, I haven't been on to see any of those other profiles. But what they're going to do is they're going to set traps, and they're going to try to take advantage of people who are lonely. And these romance scams, you know, we have all kinds of different scams that are reported to our Better Business Bureau scam tracker, which you can find at bbb.org. But a lot of those we talk about here every week, and they're mainly financial. The financial losses, you know, I lost money doing this. Well, we find that romance scams are probably the most underreported scam for the simple fact that there's a second prong in this, and that not only does the victim lose money, but they're also victimized emotionally.
Right.
In that, you know, they've been taken advantage of by someone who they thought loved them or they had some type of relationship with. So a lot of times these are older people who might be living on their own, and they're ashamed of what they've done, and they don't want to let their family know. Because if they are living alone, maybe they think, well, gosh, mom can't live on her own or dad can't live on his own anymore because, gosh, he just lost X number of dollars to this romance scammer. So people tend to keep their lips zipped and not let anybody know about it. So if you have an older loved one or any loved one in your life just all of a sudden says, oh, man, I met this person online and they're really nice, and that's when you need to probe them a little bit to see exactly, okay, where are you at in this relationship? Have you actually spoken to the person, or has it just been all electronic type communication? Have you had a FaceTime or a Zoom with them at all? Because there are some red flags there that if the person that they're talking with hasn't actually talked to them, or they haven't had any type of, you know, I could talk to somebody in, you know, Alaska right now if we wanted. We could Zoom them in. We have the technology to do that. So if they haven't done that, that's going to be a red flag that person on the other end may not be who they say they are.
Right. Well, and these scams, I think they tend to be longer term, right? So the more you're into it, the more you want to believe it. So it's kind of like a denial thing comes into play as well. So not necessarily just the shame, the embarrassment, the fear of what people will think of you, but it's like you're in denial because you really truly believe that this is legit, right? I think that's kind of, that's a big thing. And with AI, it's getting more and more difficult to spot these fakes. It is, and there's AI. That's a great wrinkle that you talked about. Is that it used to be that we might be able to tell that they're not an English-speaking person by some of the syntax or some of the grammatical errors they used. Right. Well, AI has taken that out of the equation, and we've long thought, and it's been proven that these romance scammers have an entire script that they follow. From 1 to 101, they have steps that they take to try to win over the confidence of their victim. You know, the ask is small at first, monetarily. You know, we hear stories, and we had a woman in St. Louis. We did a study pre-COVID. A woman in St. Louis told us that she lost $3 million over a long time span to a romance scam.
But it's not as if the guy took $3 million from her at once. It was in drips and drabs, they nickel and dimed you, or if for our farmers, they milked her for a long time and was able to really take advantage of that woman. And so it'll start off small. It's something like, oh my gosh, my paycheck doesn't come until Friday, and I need new tires for my car. Can you send me $300?
Right.
Oh yeah, I can do that for you. We're seeing cryptocurrency being used more and more in romance scams, in association with investment scams, where they'll say, oh, hey, you've got this, again, they're going to target older individuals who have more of a life savings, and they're going to, try to get that money from them. And they might say, oh, if you put X number of dollars in this cryptocurrency, it's going to turn around, it's going to grow for you, and they do that, and then they just get wiped out. Yeah. So, it's something that, again, if you have someone who's lonely and by themselves and they start talking about someone new, that's when you really need to kind of prod them and ask some questions about who they're dealing with. Definitely
ask some questions, and also realize for anybody out there, Facebook profiles, we talk about it a lot. A lot of them are widowers, right?
They're widowers, and the scammers will wrap themselves in the flag. They like to act as if they're military members, and they're perfect, and maybe they're retired military, or they're current military, or they're stationed over in Egypt or somewhere. They'll make it. Sure. They'll make up enough excuses so they can't. It's not as if they know that you're sitting here in West Central Illinois, they're not going to be living in Colorado, right? Because you could drive. You could, if you really want to see one, you could do that. They're going to make it thousands of miles away, so where they can't see you. So just be wary of that. If somebody, we say if it sounds too good to be true, it is.
Right.
If this person puts out this perfect thing of I'm a Purple Heart and all this kind of stuff, that's probably not true too.
Or if they're like a 30-year-old hottie, and I'm not saying that can't happen, but just take the cues, dig in a little bit to the profiles, see how many mutual friends you have that may not always give you the red flags, but it does give you a little information. If they're far away and you won't be able to travel to see them, like you said, if they don't have any friends in common, there's just some red flags.
Yeah, and always try to stay on the platform where you met them.
Yeah.
Like if it's a dating website or dating app, stay there. If it's a Facebook thing, stay on Facebook Messenger, because what they're going to want to do is they're going to take you off of that dating app or that Facebook, and they're going to try to get your phone number, or they may have you go on to something like WhatsApp or something like that, and take you somewhere where they can control the conversation, and it won't be monitored maybe nearly as closely as what those other two places might be.
Yeah. But they are out there, and they are very good at this game,
this
nasty game that they play. So you have to be, you got to be aware. You got to know the warning signs. And if you think that you might have fallen victim to this, just talk about it.
Well, you've got to report. If you think somebody's being taken advantage of something like that, you've got to try to report it or get them to report it. There's a couple places you can go. Obviously, you want to maybe try to reach out to your local law enforcement first. Not that they might be able to do anything for you, but that way you've got it kind of on the record. You can also, the Internet Crime Complaint Center, the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, it is IC3.gov. You can go there. You can report us through the Better Business Bureau Scam Tracker as well at bbb.org. There are places for you to go, but you need to find help first. We can't help you unless you help yourself.
Yeah, let's not end up brokenhearted this love season, right?
Exactly.
All right. Well, happy Valentine's Day to
happy
you
Valentine's
and your
Day to
love.
You. Yes, you
Hopefully
too.
You got her a good gift, right, Stacey?
She got the best gift ever.
I knew that was coming. Well, better luck next time, Stacey. No, I'm kidding. Thank you so much, DOB. Thank you, BBB. We always learn something, and hopefully we're helping a few people in the process.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much. I think that does it for today's Daily. We'll catch you back here tomorrow for Club Muddy. See you then.